Hello, welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shante Roddy. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the stimulus update and news report for small businesses. So come on in. As always, please drop your comments in the chat. And I always will circle back. Be sure to subscribe if you are not already subscribed already. Do share out this broadcast and our channel because so many entrepreneurs need the information that I am going to be sharing today. Do make sure that you stay to the end because I always give the good goods at the end because we're all about helping entrepreneurs and small business owners get your money in this season. As you know, we are in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is on the rise here in the U.S. And around the world, but especially here in the U.S. We just had a record day for COVID cases and COVID hospitalizations. We reached 184,000. With this being said, we know many businesses have been affected. Millions of businesses have been affected, have had to either permanently or temporarily close, have lost clients, have had events that were canceled or had to be rescheduled far into 2021. So all of us have been experiencing challenges for which we need more stimulus. So if you don't already know, if you're new to this channel, way back in March of 2020, right when COVID had hit, the Congress had passed this huge stimulus bill called the CARES Act, which was signed into law by President Trump. Okay, and it provided a lot of benefits for entrepreneurs and small business owners, like the PPP program, the Paycheck Protection Program, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, and Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program for the self-employed entrepreneur and small business owner. We also know that the eviction memorandum was put into place. So a lot of benefits that were provided under the CARES Act program will be coming to an end. And as we know, we have record number of Americans, millions that are still on unemployment, even though they had, good job numbers the other day that were reported. Unemployment is still at a record high. Millions of people are still on unemployment. And as you know, back in July, the end of the extended $600 a week extra benefit for the unemployed came to an end in July. And then after that, President Trump passed he signed an executive order that allowed for for states to be approved to get an additional $300 a week for up to 6 weeks. And then you had to have been at least filing a claim and receiving at least $100 a week in unemployment to receive those benefits. So the CARES Act, although very good, had very great programs, is coming to an end. And so we need another stimulus package. So I wanted to let you know that, we have a new president-elect, Joe Biden. He met with Speaker of the House, Nanci Pelosi, on Thursday, as well as the Senate Majority Leader, Chuck Schumer, to discuss the state of affairs and the need for an economic package, right? And so they are of the mindset that we need a comprehensive package. Now, this is very different than what the Senate Republicans want. Senator Mitch McConnell really wants a more targeted bill. So a lot of the benefits that, a lot of you all stated that you wanted would not be included in a smaller bill that the Senate Republicans have been initially wanting to put forward. They really did not want another stimulus. For some reason, they don't think that we need one. So it has been a back and forth negotiations for several months. The House passed the HEROES Act, which was a $3.4 trillion package way back in May that was sat on. And then months later, the Senate Republicans put forth the HEALS Act. So they were far apart in the dollar amount and what the dollars would go for in the package. So I know a lot of us talked about, what you wanted as far as student loan relief. We need more unemployment. We want more grants for small business. They wanted to extend the PPP program because there was still $130 billion left in that program. States and your local communities need more funding for medical. One of the big things or items that the Senate Republicans wanted was liability protections for small businesses against claims, right? In case, you have a restaurant and someone got sick and they said that it was your fault. They don't want businesses to be subjected to lawsuits. But a lot of these other benefits just were not even under consideration or included in the HEALS Act, again, which is the Senate Republicans' proposed bill. The most comprehensive bill that has a lot of money funding for small businesses is in that HEROES Act. Even in the HEROES Act 2.0, which was streamlined to kind of meet the Senate Republicans in the middle, right? So they're still negotiating. Nanci Pelosi was negotiating with the White House. They seem to have taken a step back since the election, and we really haven't heard much from President Trump until yesterday. But again, there's not much more movement on the stimulus bill. And because President Trump has been absent, Mitch McConnell stepped in to continue the negotiations on the behalf of the Republicans to try to get a stimulus package approved. And we're in almost mid-November at this point. We needed a stimulus package like yesterday. And they're not thinking that a package will be passed until January. But they need to act quickly because, again, I said that the CARES Act program benefits are scheduled to end soon in December. With that said, the states were given billions of dollars in CARES Act funding. They also have until December. They have a specific timeline in which they must allocate and spend the monies that they were given. A lot of the monies were provided or put towards programs for small businesses. So I encourage you, if you have not done so already, to check your state for grant opportunities. That's where the bulk of the money is coming from right now, because you need a financial lifeline right now. While, Congress is trying to figure out what they're going to do, there's other ways that you can get money, secure funding for your business, and also get other types of relief that you need for yourself and your families, such as rent relief, utility relief, mortgage relief, child care relief. All different types of programs that are out there are going to be at your state and local levels. Okay, that's why more support of the federal bill to states is going to be necessary, because they're the ones that are really giving out a lot of the benefits. I know here in Ohio, they just recently, a week and a half ago, rolled out a big $462 million package here, relief package that went to small business, nonprofit, and all of the different rent, mortgage, utility. We also have one at the county level. So that's why I encourage you to seek out the information about these programs and apply quickly. If you don't know where to go, use our resources that we have made available. We have a grant tracker that is free. It's on our website at www.shebosstalk.com. It's a relief and grant tracker that tracks all the relief programs, where the status is, open applications. EIDL is still open. If you want to apply for a loan, that's open. The grant is not, that closed in July. But the tracker lists all the relief programs. I give you videos, tools. If you have challenges, if you need to appeal, how to go through that process, all of that information is in the grant tracker. A list of all types of grant from state level and national grants, pitch competitions, and more are listed on the grant tracker. So I encourage you to use that. Let that be your starting point. for getting financial relief for your business. It's time to make getting money your priority. We can't just sit back and be passive and wait for our leaders to do something, although they should be acting. They should have been passed the bill. It's like, what else can we do, right? I always say I don't even like to get on here. I know a lot of people, there's a few of my peers that come on here daily to give stimulus updates. I'd rather come on and give you information that's really going to help you propel your business while we're waiting on the stimulus. So know that more money is coming. Small business at the end of the day is going to be flooded with money. The opportunities are now, but they're even going to be more so. If the runoff Senate races result in the Democrats taking majority of the Senate in January, that's going to be huge for small businesses because they already have a plan for small business and giving us more relief money. Okay, so we're still fighting for our idle money, our idle grants, our idle loans. They want us to get our full $10,000. So they want student loan forgiveness, cancellation, right? So it's already included in their proposed bill. So, that's going to be really important. So when we think about, our elected officials and what they're doing or not doing and how it's affecting you, your family, and your business, that's very important. So I'm so glad that, a lot of us got out the vote and made our voices heard, used our powers and showed up at the polls. But this is just an example of how important it is and the impact that it can have on you, our communities, and the economy. But the monies at the state level are there. I encourage you to apply. If your state has not rolled out a program yet, they anticipate that they will, because again, they have until the end of December to use the funds. Okay. And each state got billions of dollars. I think Ohio received $4 billion to spread it across various different programs. And a nice chunk was carved out for small business. So every state will be different. Every state's eligibility requirements will be different, but you can't get anything if you don't apply. Okay. So I encourage you to apply for those relief funds and for the grants that are available. We also have the cheat sheet, right? The winning grant application cheat sheet. So whether you're applying for a grant, right, application, you're entering a pitch competition, again, available at your local, state, national, and internationally. They're having many pitch competitions to help you get free money for your business. I just applied for one the other day, and I'm applying for another one today. So these are all opportunities for you to get free money. Get the winning grant application cheat sheet. The link will be in the comments. It's go to bit.ly/SBT win free money. Okay. It is in the show notes and it is in the description, or you can simply just go to our website that I referenced before at shebosstalk.com. Okay. So that's going to be really important for you. People have asked me about idle. Again, that is still available. PPP is not. We're waiting on the next stimulus package. However, if you have PPP, you took out the loan, you got funded, you used your funds. If you were funded $50,000 or less, there is a simple, easy, very easy application to get 100% forgiveness so that you don't have to go through a lot of the complications, because I know it's been challenging understanding the process of getting the forgiveness. If your funder, your lender is not up to date on the new form, reach out to them. Let them know that there was a new form that was passed by the SBA and the Treasury Department that they should be utilizing, allowing you to utilize to submit for your loan forgiveness. There's still a big push for automatic forgiveness for those that received under $150,000 or less, but that has not passed. They're still pushing for that. But right now, 50,000 or less, if you were funded, 100% forgiveness, very simple and easy, one-page self-certification form that you can submit. But reach out to your lender if they are, having you fill out a more complicated application, because someone mentioned that to me yesterday. So it just depends on how much you were loaned, how much you use, because you have 8 to 24 weeks. That 24 weeks ends in December. Okay. If you are on unemployment, again, you cannot be on unemployment and receiving PPP at the same time. They consider that double dipping, and that is illegal. You most likely will have to pay that back if you are doing that. So your PPP is for employees or your owner compensation. So that you're being paid through the PPP. So there's no point for you to be on unemployment at the time that you use all of that PPP money and you then need to go back on unemployment, then you can do that. Okay. You can definitely do that. But again, the unemployment benefits, those systems have been challenged as well. So you have to keep, be persistent. I know it's a fight for some of these programs to get what you're entitled to, but if you keep doing it, eventually it will happen for you. I want to let you know really quickly, if you did not see the live I did yesterday with Vicki Woodard, she is one of our YouTube community members. She watches us diligently. She started watching our channel way back in April, and she secured funding for her business. She recently won another grant, a $5,000 grant, and she shares her journey to winning those grants with us. And so it's very empowering. I think it would empower you to take action in your own business, to let you know it is possible out here. All of the challenges, those of you that don't think you're qualified or think there are scams out here, but she will talk to you about her fears, her challenges, and overcoming that, and using our resources to really help her secure that free money for her business. There are loans out there, but if you need a loan, go get a loan. But the reality is that there's billions of free dollars available to small businesses, for-profit businesses that have never been available before, and they may never be available again. So you have to seize the opportunities while they're here. I mean, I haven't never seen anything like it. So I make it my priority every day. It's my job to secure free funding for my business. So it is definitely, if she could do it and I can do it, you definitely can do it. So go check that out. Again, the video, we did it last night. It's a 50-minute video. You should watch it to the end. Again, a lot of gems were dropped, a lot of inspiration, empowering. She walks you through, and I even tell my story of how I got some of my grants. So again, whether, however much you can get, if it's 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15, 20 or more, is possible for you and your business, no matter what type of business you have. Whether you're a startup, if you're a new business, there's grants out there for you too. Especially in this time, there are organizations and companies looking to give new businesses money for new ideas, innovations, especially around, COVID innovation and healthcare and all other types of things, women, diversity and inclusion, equity, right? Racial equality. There are so many programs out here that are looking for you and your solutions and your ideas, and they're willing to give you money for them. But just realize that you have to be open, transparent, and you have to be serious about your business and be willing to provide information to validate and confirm that you have a legitimate business. Okay. So you have to be showing up that way and making sure that you're doing your due diligence so that you don't miss out on the opportunities. That's why using our tools is so important. You don't need a grant writer, right? You don't need a proposal writer. You can get one. There are grants that do require that, but the ones that I put on the grant tracker, there is not a need for that. All you really need is the insider track to the cheat sheet that I have available. It is in the show notes. I'll drop it in the comments as well. If you want it, just let me know in the comments. But that is what you need, because I'm sharing with you everything that I've done to get grants, what grantors have shared with me, and why I got it over someone else, and how I've been able to help over 1,000 entrepreneurs and small businesses secure over $1 million in funding, free funding for their business. Okay. So all of these are well vetted out. So let me just make it clear. If you see other people, there's always trolls that come on here or spammers that try to tell you that there's, money here. They come on here. They're not affiliated with She Boss Talk whatsoever. Everything that we do is well vetted out. So they are legitimate, because people ask me even after they apply. So you want to make sure that if you apply for something, you monitor that thing until you're notified if you get it or you didn't, all the way till they deposit the money into your account. Because at any time you fail to respond or provide information that they request, you may lose out. I've seen that happen where people were told that they were awarded, or they were on the steps. All they had to do was continue following the steps and providing the information, and at some point they could not do it. Because if you don't know what you don't know. That's why having the cheat sheet is so important, because you don't want to go into a grant application blindly. You want to know, what do I need beforehand, and then have it ready. Be ready to apply when they come up, because the competition is high, and the time in which grants are open for application is very short, and many are only 5 days. It's not like you have weeks and months to apply. So if you're waiting to the last minute and you're putting it off, or you don't have what you need, they're giving it to the people that are ready. So you just want to make sure that you're ready to get this free money that is out there. We're here to create our own stimulus, right? We have to stimulate our own economy. We have to work together to be able to do that. So that's why I come on here daily, even with these news reports, because I hate to tell you that they haven't passed the stimulus package, but guess what? There's money out here. And I'm sure you can use it for marketing or operations. Maybe you need new equipment. Maybe you need a new team member. Maybe you need to hire or rehire business employees that you had to let go. Maybe you temporarily closed and you want to reopen. There is money available for you. And a lot of these states and at the local level are really begging. They can't find you. And they're giving away thousands of dollars, especially minorities and women. So if you're a minority business, a woman-owned business, please listen to what I'm saying. There are states, there are counties and cities that have grant programs and can't find the people to give them to, the businesses. They're doing campaigns, going like knocking on doors, door to door, brick and mortar, to find businesses to give this money to. So the money is out there. The tracker will give you tips on where to look in your local geographic area and just start doing it. We've done the heavy lifting. You have to have the intention and be proactive and take the tools that we have and put them to work to get money for your business. Then come back to us and share the testimonials. We get testimonials all the time, emails all the time. That's why I was able to do the video yesterday. Vicki shared her testimonial with us in the email, and I was so moved by it and inspired. I knew it would inspire you all too, and give you hope, and know that if she could do it, you surely can too. So as always, if you have questions about any of the relief programs, maybe that you applied for, if you're having challenges, let me know in the comments. I try to help as much as I can and give you access to references or resources as I can do it, answer any questions that you may have. But I just want you to continue to press forward, to be persistent. You have to be resilient. Know that you have power as a small business owner. Advocate on your own behalf. She talked about grants. One grant was easier. The federal grant, the EIDL grant she got was not. She had to go through a whole long reconsideration process. So did I, right? There were grants I was denied for initially and wound up winning. So, don't expect that everything will come easy. You have to work for it and have patience. Because some people lack patience. They're like, oh, it's taking too long, and it's only a few people that's going to get it. That is not true. I don't care how long I have to wait to get the money, as long as I get it. I've been waiting for the Facebook grant, but I anticipated it would take a few months. because they're giving out $10,000. No, they're giving out $44,000 to 10,000 Black-owned businesses in this particular program. So they've had many grant programs, but this one was for Black-owned businesses and is, I think, going on 2 months, 2.5 months at this point. But they're vetting out more than 10,000 businesses because thousands applied and they will select 10,000, right? So it's a process. They have to vet, they have to make sure businesses are legitimate, that they meet the eligibility requirements that they set forth in the application. So that takes time. And I've received messages. Someone came to me the other day and said, I received a message about a Facebook grant, but I thought it was a scam. You applied for the grant. It was not a scam. So I was able to verify that for her. But if you apply for a grant, remember what that grant is. Track it to the end. Monitor your inbox and your spam to the end, because she almost missed out on that grant because she had missed the deadline to submit more information, and they gave her extra days, and she just so happened to message me on that day. And I told her, get that information in because you're about to miss out on $4,000. Okay? So if you found out about a grant through me and they reach out to you, it is legitimate. Follow up and follow through to the end. Okay, if you do that, you'll be successful. There's a grant with your name on it. You're not going to get every grant, but you will get 1, 2, or 3 or more. And the cheat sheet that we have will help increase your chances of getting awarded money. So I know I'm going to get mine. I know my peers are going to get theirs. And I hope you take action to get your money. Thank you so much. Continue to be the boss with amplified impact. Stay in good health, stay safe, and enjoy your weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.